Lordy, this here Travis. Lordy, Lordy, I got another story for you. This is when me and a man named Ken Ellis and his girlfriend at the time named Nancy, and yours truly, Dr. Lucky T, went down to Florida to pick up 4 pounds of Colombian redbud. This is back in the 70s. We was going to drive over to Jacksonville, Florida, and pick us up some Colombian redbud, and drive it back over here to Spring and smoke it up. Ooh, Lordy. Well, we got in the car and we started driving down there, and we decided upon the way that if we're going to go all the way down Florida, we might as well throw in a trip to Disney World while we're there, which we did and had a wonderful time. That first sip of morning coffee was good. And that second sip was even better. Okay, here we go. We drive down to Florida and we get in the motel. Well, I feel like a kind of like a turd in a punch bowl, you know, because they love us and I'm there by myself, and so I get out of the room and leave them in there and let them, you know, smoochy coochie, smooch, whatever they do, you know. And I'm walking around Winter Park, Florida, and a little while go by and I run in there, Kim walking around. Him and her, they wasn't doing no smooch. They was fighting, not hitting each other, but they had an argument. So me and him wandered around and found a little old club, and they had a band in there. I was imitating a ZZ Top. They was pretty good, but they wasn't ZZ Top, because we from Texas. We know about ZZ Top. But anyway, it was zigzag and top papers. But anyway, we get on down there and we get to Chuck's house, that's his name, to get the stuff. And he says, well, I can only get 3 pounds of Colombian redbud, but I can get you a gold bud, but it's $175 more a pound. But he said, man, it's, ooh, so he said, yeah, okay, give us a gold bud and the 3 redbud. And we got it, and man, we got back to the motel and we tried out the gold bud. Ken and what's her name, in the bed on that side and not stand in the middle, and me in this other bed beside that. So me and Ken, we mix us up a drink. And this ain't the Ken Ellis you see in my friends. It's another Ken Ellis. There must be 2 of them. Well, anyway, we mix us up a drink, set it on the nightstand, and we each roll us a big old fat doobie of that gold bud, and we smoke about 1/3 of it. And I say, Ken, I can't even reach over there and get my drink. He said, me neither. I'm paralyzed. And man, we was paralyzed. We had that sensation. Oh, it was so relaxing. We just had to lay there and go on to sleep. Couldn't even finish our drinks. That's pretty bad for an alcoholic that can't finish his drink. The next day, we go on down to the beach. While we're at the beach, we was driving along. I'm in the back seat. I start throwing single peanuts from the Planter peanut can out at these seagulls. And these damn seagulls, one little seagull, 2 little seagulls, 3 little. Before I know it, there's about 500 of them, and they're all going, me, you know, saying, throw me the peanut. That's what it sounded like to me. We all, you know, we having a good time with that gold bud and red bud. We make a turn up through town. I'm still throwing them peanuts. We're going through downtown Jacksonville, and behind the car is 1 million. And I ain't just exaggerating. 1 million of them seagulls going, me, and I'm laughing and everything, and we're going to head on back home, and finally I run out of peanuts, and the buds quit. It looked like a scene from the movie The Buds. Good golly, it was rude. Me. And anyway, it was almost like animated on that gold bud. But anyway, so we're going to head on back home, so we got to stop and get some liquor, and we pull up to the liquor store. And a cute little old girl runs out to the parking lot with a tray and some hot pants and like a low shirt what makes her look larger than she is, like they wear at Hooters. And she say, can I help you? And we started laughing because we never seen no curb service liquor store. You talk about aiding in the event of drinking while driving. Heck, down there you didn't even have to get out of your car to buy none. Lordy mercy. We got some liquor and we headed home. Okay, I'm trying to talk fast. I only got at least 15 minutes and then it's all messed up. So anyway, We get on the highway, and there's an espionage between the highway. We got 2 lanes going towards home, and 2 lanes going back towards Florida. And in the middle is all these bushes and trees and stuff. And you can't really see the other side of the highway, except once in a while there's a little break in the trees, and you can see the oncoming traffic. Well, we stop at a roadside park, because we got to Tinkly Winkly, and me and Kim, we was Tinkly Winkly. He's on one side of this 55-gallon drum trash can. I'm standing on the other, and we Tinkly Winkling, you know. And I look over in the trash can, there's a baggie. And in that baggie is a bunch of little Prelude, little speed pills, and chunks of hashish. In a baggie, just laying right on top of the trash. I said, Ken, look at that. He said, wow. So we got it. We get in the car and we leave. We no sooner leave the dang roadside park there when there was a break in the trees there, and we saw a cop on the other side. Well, as we got past the break in the trees, that cop come through that break in the trees, and he's on the freeway behind us, and he turned on his red lights. I mean, it all happened simultaneously. And Ken goes, it's a setup! It's a setup! And I'm going, oh my God. And we had them 4 pounds in the trunk. I was really, I was scared. I said, oh my God, I'm going to go to prison. I'm going to have to call my parents all the way from Florida. Oh God, boy, I was sad. And I was stuffing that hashish down behind the seat there in the crack, and that cop come right up on our tail, and then he just whoops around and passes us and shoots on up the road a couple cars and pulls one over. It wasn't no setup, but we sure thought it scared the heebie-jeebie-peebie-chickies out of us, man. Woo! Because we'd have been in big trouble. 4 pounds of weed and the hashish and the pills. Lord have mercy. Grace of God, I reckon. So we drove on, and we made it on back home with all those goodies. And when we got here, we was like Queen the Eskimo, boy. All them little people come running to us. Say, hey, I want to buy a little. Hey, I want to buy a little. Hey, I want to buy a little. But we made sure we only sold the red. Now, the red was killer, but the gold was a killer from Manila, buddy. Woo-hoo-hoo! We had a lot of fun with that. You know, staying paralyzed around the home there for a while, and I'll never forget that trip. Oh yeah, we made it to Disney World too, and it was a wonderful time we had. We just went to the Magic Kingdom, and we rode all the rides. Back in them days, they didn't have all that other stuff yet, you know. Magic Kingdom was about all there was to it. But oh, I can remember being on that Colombian and riding the Spook House and It's a Small World After All and all that stuff. It looked so animated and real. It was just a wonderful time. However, let me add this. I have been back in sobriety, and it was wonderful too. I didn't need all that Colombian bud to make Disney World fun. I thought I'd throw that in so you know you can have fun without the bud. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy this, and I thank God it wasn't a setup. Good golly. And I hope y'all have a great day. And here a note for Roger. I got this here hat over at the Hat People right here in Spring. It's kind of expensive, but I got it. And I knows where to get them rings, but I can't find the address right now. And yeah, I knew Dale Roberts and Psycho. I know them both. They was younger than me. Now, Daryl, when the one where I mentioned Rock Roberts this morning, Daryl was Rock Roberts' little brother. Yes, he was. There was 3 of them Robert boys. There was Steve, and I didn't know him. He older than me. I knew him, but I didn't run around with Steve. Good guy. And then there was Rocky, and then there was Daryl. There was 3 of them. I knew that Mom and Daddy. I knew them all my life. Anyways, that's about it for the good old time, but like the guy busted down there in Florida too. Thank you very much.